Daylin came back and he's gonna die today. Daylin went to California and caught the Hantavirus. Hantavirus. He's got the Hantavirus.
I was for real scared.
Well, I'm still scared for you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. Daylin is back in studio, and he's not alone. He brought the Hantavirus with him.
No, dude, I didn't.
He was at Netflix as a joke. Netflix is a joke fest.
Yes.
And
Kind of clunky.
Yeah.
Clunky name.
Yeah.
Netflix is a joke fest. It's too long.
Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I only did one show, and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, it was like kind of a regular club spot. There's like 30 people there.
Okay.
It was a smaller club, though, so it was fine.
What club is it?
It's called The Crow. It's in Santa Monica.
Oh.
I also didn't know that they were just going to do all the shows in different... It's all just spread out. It's really just like... It's throughout the entire city.
Is it kind of like ACL, but way too spread out?
Dude, no, it's like...
Not ACL. South by Southwest.
Yes.
Okay.
It is actually kind of way more similar to South by Southwest than anything. Because it's just random event here, random event here. And it's like, I think they may have opened it up too much. There's such a funny thing. It was like so many comedians, even you might be on. That was like one of the things.
Really?
Yes. That was like a promotional thing that they had on a flyer. And I was like, all right. All right.
I mean, is there a more disrespected art form?
And they were trying to, it was like a cool thing. It was like, nah, that's cool. Like, we have so many comedians on this festival. Like, you might even be going up.
Damn.
It's like, that felt like such a direct shot to and it was my first time there. And I'm like, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. This is the only reason I'm here.
Damn. That's fun, though.
It was fun.
Great credit. You now have a Netflix credit, dude.
It's actually hilarious because it was so not involved with anything, but it counts.
That's awesome, man.
That's what I was told, at least, by all the people I went with and all their managers.
I'm going to put that I have a Netflix credit, but it's because I canceled my Netflix and then they gave me a free month. So I technically have...
You're kind of getting paid by them in a weird way.
I have a Netflix credit. Like, I could start that month at any time, dude.
I don't think you're wrong.
I have a Disney Plus credit, HBO Max.
Do you do this like often?
Paramount Plus. I don't really have credits for all those, but I have the app, so I think they're technically...
I don't know, I've seen the Costco returns.
Dude,
I'm like, maybe you're doing this to every organization possible.
Why would I not do it, brother? Save money.
I don't disagree.
Okay. I
don't disagree.
Honestly, we joke about that. Amazon probably has a picture of me in their warehouse, and they're just like, dude, we got to get this guy. Dude. My picture is put up in Amazon, Costco. I'm pretty good with Costco. Every now and then. We spend a lot of money there. But, I mean, Paramount, no. But Do 512, I'm probably on their wall.
I think I was on their wall for a minute.
Yeah, I think we all were.
I'm undercover now.
Yeah.
I'm so deep undercover that it's like, I think people think I work there.
What's crazy?
They see my account that's like an authorized account. They're like, oh, this guy's been here way longer than... He's been here for 6 years.
Dude, that's so funny.
Who has worked here for that long?
The Do 512 thing, for people who don't even have any idea, it's a local website that comedians abused to get comedy shows ranked higher. And it probably... I mean, some people... It tore the community apart. Yeah. Comedian turning on comedians with some of the lore of what people did.
Yeah, there was a. Do you remember the stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts.
We have to bleep out his name. Yeah. Bleep out his name, dude. So
he just told on everybody. He just couldn't get his event high enough, and they took his down. And so he was like, everyone's doing it. This person specifically. This person, first name, last name. This person's their account. What a crazy person.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I was not in that in those names, in those listed names, so that was
really
nice. Yeah, I was not a part of the schism.
Damn.
To do 512 skiz. Luckily.
Yeah.
But I have gotten many accounts taken down.
Yeah, dude.
But also, we did ruin their platform.
Yeah, I don't blame them
No,
for what they did. We definitely overstepped.
Yeah. We overstepped. Grossly overstepped our welcome as a kid. And you know what's so funny? I'm sure at the beginning they were probably like, oh, this is so cool. Like, there's so many more events being posted to our thing. And then, they welcomed a vampire into their house and we just fucking ate them up.
We were like one of those invasive little mussels that get into the lake. And now they got to the point where they're checking people's boats before they get in the water to make sure we're not somehow tethered into their drum circle event on it.
Dude, it was really like any event.
Yeah.
Turned into a stand-up comedy event. Did you ever go to, there was a music open mic at Mozart's Coffee?
No.
Dude, wonderful. And it's like very supportive group of people. It's usually packed. Have you been to Mozart's?
Yeah. I've heard about this open mic also.
Yeah, it was great. And then a couple of comedians heard about it. And then eventually they were like, only 2 comedians can go up a night. And ruined the entire thing. Yeah. I don't even think it's a thing anymore.
Yeah, that is like the strangest part of comedy is open mics. And when you have a regular open mic that is for music and poetry and whatever people want to do, and they're the sweetest, nicest people, they're a completely different community than a comedy community. And I used to have a little honey hole, I used to call it, where I wouldn't take other comics when I was in California.
Honey hole.
Because they were the best. Sometimes, dude, I'd be performing for like 75 musicians.
Wow.
And they would love it. Because like the material I was doing was not like X-rated or anything. And it was fun. And they would get excited when I go up. And they would be like, Evan, like, keep doing more. You could do like 12. And then I'd be like, all right.
So you were the comedian
I was the resident comedian, dude.
That's a good spot.
And it did get to a point where another comedian, there had been one in the past that had came before me, and they had to kick him out. And then another one came, and he went and he ruined it. Like he literally, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
you had a lineage that you had to like.
Yeah, dude.
You had to get past their gunk.
Yeah. And there was
Did anyone go after you?
I don't think so. I think it was just let's just be done here. I bombed the place. I said let's just end this on a high note. Dude.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Those are horrible. I feel so bad for those kinds of people. Having to deal with just like the weirdness of comedians.
Yeah. There's like this whole idea. You see it where all comedian, like you're supposed to stand up for comedians. I'm like seeing this a little bit online after the Kevin Hart roast. Is there's like a lot of pushback from some people about some of the jokes, and then there's like some people who are just like you're if you go against another comedian, you're not a comedian. I'm just like, this is just another job like anything else. There's people in this that you're just like, no, you're a psychopath.
Yeah,
you're nuts.
Yeah,
And we know comedians where we were talking about a comedian earlier. We won't say his name. I literally guessed what the red flag was that he probably did in his previous scene to why people don't fuck with him anymore. Because it's just such a regular thing where you go, oh, yeah, did he do that? And you're just like, yeah, well, that was well, of course it was. There's bad people in every single place, dude.
It is the roast was good, though.
Yeah.
I actually was surprised because I typically don't like... I just am like, whatever on roasts.
Yeah.
Very long.
Way too long.
They're way too long.
Cut an
way
hour
too many
out
people.
of that roast.
Cut an hour. Yeah. Please cut an hour. Because I couldn't even finish it.
Yeah.
It took me so long I got like an hour. And I'm like, I don't have time to finish 2 more hours of this. This is fucking insane. And, but I actually enjoyed it. I thought the people that I saw did well. I could tell Chelsea Handler, and a couple of the other people actually hate each other, I'm pretty sure. Tony Hinchcliffe, I think, and Chelsea Handler actually have real beef.
2 queens going at it, dude. 2 queens of comedy.
It does feel like they have a similar energy.
Yeah.
but used in a different, like, side of the coin.
Two sides of a coin.
They
dude.
really
Two
are.
dogs on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, because they're both willing to go to like extents that others aren't.
Yeah.
In gross and also, but it was good. It was, and I actually laughed.
Yeah.
Like I had like real laughs. I could definitely see, not all the jokes were great, but I thought Jeff Ross was really good.
He's always good. He's kind of the staple, and this was the first roast where you can kind of feel all his jokes seeming the same almost. Like you can almost plug and play.
Yeah.
But that's what the gig is, and
yeah, I think he's so probably on autopilot at this point.
Yeah.
With doing those, 'cause it really is the only thing that he does.
Yeah. Yeah. He did have a good run of doing like roasts where he would just go to like the prison and like roast the inmates. He would go to places and just like whatever their thing was, he would just roast them.
Wow.
And he was white hot for a while.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Mark Norman has a new show that's like an interesting idea where have you seen it? Where he's doing...
I haven't watched it, but I see he's doing comedy in front of different audiences.
Yeah, made up of 100% of that particular...
Yeah.
Which is very funny. He did like Gen Z, I think.
Gen Z, I saw bald guys.
Bald guys. That's just good old-fashioned fun.
Yeah, like you're never going to hurt bald guys.
Yeah.
Unless they're not real men yet. But if you're bald, I feel like you have to develop such an iron skin in order to live regular life as a bald guy. You're usually pretty You're
like a butterfly.
I usually find that they're very confident and chill.
Yeah.
Or they're not.
Yeah. Well, you're like a butterfly that shed its colors. You just go, you know what? I'm just going to live my life as a moth.
It probably is really scary going bald.
Yeah.
I couldn't, dude. I would look bad bald. You see how small my head is. Could you imagine that?
Dude, you're gonna go bald now.
I'd be fucked.
That's the thing.
I have a weird shaped head too.
Well, it's like aging is a weird thing. Like, especially, I feel like premature aging is a weird feeling for a guy. Like when guys start going bald in their early 20s. Or it's just thinning, or they got a little bald. You see the insecurity.
Yeah.
But you also I realized from the outside looking in, like I never looked at guys. I was like, oh my God, so-and-so's going bald.
Never think about it.
It's never been a weird thing to me.
I think the only people that think about it are the ones that are balding or going bald.
Yeah.
Those are the only guys that notice. Because
you think girls care? Like, oh my God, he's got a bald spot. Girls are mean. You think girls are doing that?
I think some do, but also bro, girls will date fucking anybody.
Yeah, they will.
They'll date anybody.
Yeah.
And it's to their credit, good and bad.
Yeah.
But to their credit, they're down to clown.
Down to clown,
yeah,
dude.
They're down to clown. I think you do have a big head, so I think it would work well.
You think so?
Yeah.
I would. I don't think I'm ever going bald.
You look powerful. No, honestly, you don't have any signs of it, but you would look. Have you ever shaved your head? Have you ever been really short?
Yeah, I've gone down to a 0.
Oh.
I think I've razor shaved it in college for swimming, where you actually go completely bald. Yeah, dude.
No, do you have any pictures of that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you some, dude. To me. I've chemoed out for the swim, dude.
Because I would be interested to see how strong your head looks.
Dude, my Gluck 5000, dude. Pause.
I would love to see
let's see how strong my head is. Hey, listen, strong. You should see me hit a fucking Slurpee, dog. Head freezes all day, dude.
You're doing the G-force.
Wim Hof breathing on it, dog.
I feel like you have a dome.
Dude, I'm dome heavy.
Yeah.
I really do. I've had a 46-year-old man's head since I was 7 years old. I've had a bobblehead. There was a point when I was a baby. I was sick as a baby, and they took Christmas pictures of me, and they had to hold my head up because I was just my head was too big and my neck wasn't strong enough to support it. And they'd be like, ugh, Dude. They get a hold. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Strong
neck.
I did do, going back to the bald thing, I did a comedy show in a barbershop maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. And off the rip, there was a group of like 20, 25 people there, which was like half the show. Were from another, I think they were from like Indiana or somewhere. And they were just a nightmare drunk like group. And when there's 25, when there's 50% of the crowd, they just get going crazy together. They feed off of each other. And all the comedians were coming in there and just being like, dude, fuck that group. They're a terrible piece of shit. And when I started my set, this guy starts yelling stuff and something. And then I had this joke chambered because he was bald. And I was like, of course, dude. And then I was like, bet you never thought you'd be back in here again, huh? Because he was bald. And
how'd that go?
Dude.
I mean, pretty solid.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
But what's terrible is he didn't have the reaction of laughing, and his group didn't have the reaction of like, oh, he just got clowned. They were like, he was hurt, and the whole group knew it. And it made for such a terrible hole that I never really climbed out of for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I felt really bad too.
That sucks.
When you see it actually hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
You go, like, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, it sucks because when you think someone's being an asshole, you assume that they have the thick skin to be like, fuck, all right, dude, that was good.
Yeah.
But
wouldn't it be dope if people just did that and they were just like, well done, and then just didn't talk
Some
again?
people do it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's rare. It's rare that, very rare.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had too many interactions. But also, I don't even go for it.
Yeah. What do you think about the idea of comedians are supposed to like push the envelope and like it's your job to make the crowd uncomfortable? I've like been hearing this idea going around. It's like,
I think it depends on like what kind of, I don't know. I don't love doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want people to feel uncomfortable because I want them to feel uncomfortable. If I say something I believe in that happens to make you uncomfortable, then I need to make it funny somehow. But just making you uncomfortable doesn't that's weird. I actually would rather people feel very comfortable.
True.
I feel like the complete opposite. I don't want people to be like,
yeah, this isn't like Ripley's Believe It or Not, where I want you to feel like, I want you to come here. Your life is probably uncomfortable. Come here and feel good. Just escape.
Totally. Yeah, I want it to feel like a big hug.
Yeah.
Like that's usually like what I've come to in my.
You've come to that?
Like feel.
It's crazy, dude.
You know, like in golf terms, like feel versus real. Like like real, I may not be putting out that energy, but the feel of it, I want people to be feeling like, man, this guy does seem like someone that I want to hang out with.
Yeah.
As opposed to that friend that's constantly just fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like they may be funny, but also like I can only handle you in like 10 to 15 minute portions.
Boy, do we know a few of those.
That's so many. And so many of them are comedians because that is literally the only time period that they're acceptable. Is like 15 minutes at a time or 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just do it. I don't like doing it that way.
Yeah.
And I don't think either of us are very like, I want to fuck you up.
Yeah.
But I do get like people, if you want to do it that way, like go ahead, but the weird choice.
Yeah, that's the thing. Going back to like what I have been seeing people be like, if you're not sticking up for this, you're not like, if you go after other comedians or something. I have the perspective on comedy that do whatever you want up there. You should have the right to be able, like, I'll never be like, you shouldn't say those kind of jokes. I feel like the audience decides. And I feel like that's the real thing.
Yeah, and if I'm in the audience and I think it sucks, then like, I don't love it.
Yeah.
I don't have to be like, nah, but I like proud of you for doing it.
Yeah, dude.
You
told your truth up there.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, after like the 6th Lynch joke, I'm like, all right, I mean, at least do one different joke. That was a part of the problem with the roast is I was like, I don't know if everyone knew they were all doing Jumanji jokes. But after the 5th Jumanji joke, I as an audience member start to be like, all right, I mean.
Yeah.
That was done too many times.
There was probably, I feel like there's also,
I heard Jumanji like 10 times.
really? Maybe I wasn't picking up on it.
I think because I literally watched like a compilation of different like really good roasts, and then I watched like an hour of it, and it was like a lot of Jumanji stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of, you know,
Everybody mentioned The Rock.
everybody mentioned The Rock. So it's like, but also it's kind of hard to roast Kevin because those are his, he has so many standout
Yeah.
things that all happen to, you know, everyone knows these specific things about Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you joke about them?
Yeah.
You know, short, black. Like, so many short blacks jokes that were pretty similar. Some of them were really good. Some of them were just like, felt like I just have to throw this in here.
Yeah. Shane Gillis had a funny one with the bonsai tree.
Yeah,
lynching.
that was the first one that I was like, wow. And then I heard a couple other like, you know, kind of similar ones, and I was like,
also the slave ship in a bottle
slave ship
was amazing. Yeah. I feel like Nick Mullen wrote that joke. I can't confirm it.
It's very his voice.
Yeah.
Just like weirdly smart.
Yeah, yeah. It's like so clever.
So clever, particular, and like kind of historically interactive.
There was a few that I thought were hacky where I was like, nah, all right, well, you just kind of went more.
Yeah. But it was like, that's the only thing when it's that long, so much of the material is going to be the same, or at least on the same premise, that it makes it tough for everyone involved.
So then here's the question. These live events, I wonder what I do like live events. I like that they did. I don't know if you watched Funny AF at all.
No, I didn't.
Wow, Netflix gave you a credit.
Yeah, shout out Ron Taylor though.
Yeah, dude, amazing. Dude, the first time I met and saw him was I was less than a year into comedy in California, and I went. This was like I must have been not even 6 months in. I went to Levity Live in Oxnard, and there was someone, I forgot who was producing the show, but I was like, hey, I'll come take pictures of the show. I was a little barnacle dude. I was just like, yeah, I didn't know what to do, but I wanted to be around it.
That's a good one.
And Sam Tripoli, who was actually roommates with my jiu-jitsu instructor when he moved to LA. So I was going to 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu Ventura. Scott Ross, shout out. Him and Sam Tripoli moved to LA to do comedy together. And yeah, they were roommates doing comedy and everything. And they ended up going different paths where Scott got into jiu-jitsu and became a black belt under Eddie Bravo and 10 Planet, started his own gym. And then Sam Tripoli went off and just kept getting better and better at comedy, Comedy Store and everything. And then he was headlining the show. Ron Taylor was featuring on it. And I'd never seen Ron Taylor before. Not a huge name. Even now, for how good he is.
Yeah,
I mean now he's going to be.
Now, but like 2 months ago when he was just hanging out here, it really nothing.
Yeah. I mean, with all due respect, he buried Sam Tripoli like in a unrecoverable way where I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And now like doing like headlining spots, you realize how easy it is to kind of bury a headliner if you're doing your like best 15 to 20 and then they have to go on for 45 minutes to an hour where it's almost like completely different featuring and headlining where you're just like, this crowd is white hot and I'm just going to hit them with the best stuff and I'm not even going to be here for that long.
It's kind of the best spot.
It's gravy, dude.
It is kind of the best spot because you hit the ground kind of running already.
Yeah.
And it just...
Zero responsibility.
Zero responsibility on the show. You don't have to host. You don't have to finish when people are tired. You hit them like at the perfect spot. Yeah. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I've had my favorite sets doing feature sets.
They're the best.
20 minutes is kind of like the perfect amount of like people, you have enough time to where people get a connection with you, but not too much to where it's been too long. Yeah. You know, they still want more. I really think feature spot is kind of the best spot. But that's why if you're a headliner and you like actually are a headliner, it's that more impressive to me.
Oh, if you just come in and
if I actually
make them forget. Yeah.
If I actually forget for real, like, and at the end of the show, I'm like, the headliner was definitely the best guy.
Yeah.
I'm always usually impressed because it's so hard to follow that usually if you have like a good feature.
Yeah.
If you have something that's like a respectable feature that you would, you know, it is tough. And I'm sure, dude, Ron as a feature would be a fucking problem.
Scary shit.
He would be a problem.
He can hit these. There's a lot of guys like that where they can like hit a frequency where I'm like, oh, you can reach a level of white hot with just your act. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be some spur of the moment crowd work thing.
Right.
To where you're just like, you're a fucking monster.
Totally.
And that's what I think that's truly what makes great comedians is that like ego death that you get all the time if you're around great comedians.
Yeah.
There's something that I feel like this is such a comedy heavy episode, but fuck it, dude. We're just
I mean, this is what we do.
We're two paladins out here just casting spells.
Two paladins. Two paladins that talk about pigeons.
Yeah, dude.
Mostly talk about jiu-jitsu and pigeons.
There's like, I try to do it at East, even with like daywalkers every Friday at 6 p.m., where I have the person before me. As long as I can control that, I know there's not going to be a terrible, I mean, you experience this producing where you're like, you end up on a week where you're doing multiple favors of booking, and then you get hit with a, you know, whether a door guy replacement or manager, and then you're just like, oh shit. I have a 3 comedian lull that I have to try to balance out the show to where there's no anchor that's going to pull the show down past the point. But when I don't have to worry about that, I'll try to put the best comedian. Obviously, I like to do it the first comedian out the gate as the best or right before me to put pressure on me.
I agree.
To be like, I need to try to, like, just to, as an exercise.
I have to try really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of in the same, like, do your best joke first, and then you have to follow it. But also, it helps because you establish yourself as an actual funny person anyways. Yeah. But I agree. It's going after someone bad is sometimes good, but mostly not helpful.
Yeah.
Because you don't get an honest, audience either way. Yeah. You don't get like a neutral response because either someone did really bad in front of you and the audience is just kind of like hoping that someone was capable. And if you're at least an ounce of capable after someone that did really bad, it can just be like easy. Yeah. Or the opposite where they're just completely turned off and they're like, what the fuck? I do not want to be here.
I think that's the danger of having 2 back-to-back where you're just like...
2 stinkers?
Risk.
2 stinkers back-to-back? Yeah.
And it's like you can pull them down into a drudge where you're like, we're not getting this anchor out.
Yeah. I think the best...
You get 3? Oh, my God. Damn.
Yeah, it's like, why... Yeah, I feel so bad for some people that buy tickets to shows. When I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Could you imagine? Like... Could you imagine taking your wife to some of the shows and being just like, have a good time? Yeah. And then some of the shit that you see go back to back to back to back, and you're like, this is so bad. This is not worth money. Yeah. A lot of the time, I would reckon that most shows locally are not worth like your $20. Yeah. You should go watch a movie. I mean, keep doing it, but it just, I feel like bad for people. Yeah. That have to sit through horrible shows. And it's weird because a lot of the performers feel like they're owed something. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, and I'm like, you get to do this. This is an opportunity for you. This was their night. Yeah. That they spent on you. Like, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of nuts. I try to, constantly remind myself of that because there are times where you're like, fucking this bullshit ass crowd. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like, if I really put it into... For
the record, I've never heard you say that.
No, I would never say that. I would never say it out loud. Part of me, though, sometimes is like, bro, they just fucking don't want to be fun. But ultimately, it's like... It's an insane ask to bring you out to somewhere that's Also, not like I'm not doing the mothership. We're doing all the other smaller clubs that like someone kind of has to be a fan of comedy, really, or somehow got sold on an ad, which is hard to do anyways for the comedy clubs to get people out there to like a niche spot.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people just totally, and I've done this too, just by being lazy and trying to figure shit out a little, being too loose.
Yeah.
And not trying hard enough, but I do agree that having great people before or starting the show is the way to do it. But it sucks because everyone that's good doesn't want to start a show.
Yeah. That's why I started doing, it's been working the last few weeks where I'll do like 5 minutes up top to do and tell them this is the cold open.
Yeah.
Like I've started explaining it to crowds that this is the cold open.
It's smart.
It's my job to get
a lot of people don't know like what's actually going to happen.
Yeah.
Having a baseline understanding of what's going to happen, I think puts people more in like a comfortable, like, okay, cool. I'm not going to be, because it's really never like described a lot of the time, even in like the description of the show.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking bunch of comedians are going to go up there, like not specific names, not specific how many of them are going up. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of empathy for people that show up to like just nightmare shows.
Yeah.
And then it sucks. I feel bad for them.
I think this is my real opinion. Clip it for Joke World, Austin, Texas comedy. Elephant Graveyard. You can have this.
Nice.
Here's what I think. Here's the true thing I think.
Yeah.
Here's the true thing I think happened in Austin, Texas, starting at the end of 2020, 2021. A bunch of new comedians moved here. Some started here during that time. Like it was just like some people are just like, I'm starting comedy. I'm in Texas, and then it's like it made a bunch. It felt like there was a bunch of baby vampires made with no Dracula to teach them the rules. So then a bunch of shows started, open mics. There was such a demand here because of the excitement of the mothership. There was so much demand. Going back to Do 512, you could sell out a show with like 80 people.
Yeah.
If you just posted your show on Do 512 and got it to the top page.
Yep.
So there was such a demand, but there was no real upperclassmen or anything. And it was just so many bad habits became norm and became just regular stuff that you do. Like no one wants to go first. Okay, you don't want to have a host. So it just turned into a showcase. And then with the demand being so high, the disrespect of the audience, I think, is where that came from. Is like, we do shows all the time. Sometimes we do 3 or 4 shows a night. I agree. Deserve this is a regular thing. But truthfully, I don't think anybody's above a crowd unless you're the draw. I don't even think then you're above the crowd. But if you're the draw and you're the reason why they're there, then you could have some say in the sense of like, well, they're here to it's your show almost. Yeah. But if you're just on a showcase, then I feel like that's when you start seeing people phone it in and not caring, that you're just like, well, you're just an asshole if you're not respecting that these people got a babysitter, these people are here. This is their one night. They're so excited. They're from out of town. They could have gone to the mothership. They could have seen other comics. But then they came and took a shot on you. Yeah. And now they might never go to another comedy show again because this was such a bad experience. There's been quite a bit of those.
So many. Like, if they ever come to a comedy show again, they are some of the most like optimistic human beings ever. If I like my first comedy show I come to and like some of the ones back in the day where it's just like 8 to 10 comedians, long show. Yeah. None of them are putting in any effort. They're just kind of like acting too cool for school. And just like, or people that are like should not be on a show yet. Yeah. And you're on like a nice night out, Saturday night, 8 o'clock show. You paid, $25 you paid like $50 for you and your girl. And you show up and people are doing, just bad. Bad. And to be fair, I've been a part of some of those nights. I've definitely been a part of some mega stinkers that I was like, I probably shouldn't have been allowed to do this. Early on too. because I'm a nice guy and like I made friends earlier. A lot of them I was like, I was not ready to do that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been in a sold out audience
That's
that
so
early.
funny.
Yeah, I was like, and I fucking, even if I did decent, it's like, you know, that's more of a Make-A-Wish situation than anything.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Do you remember like a show that you feel like you should not have been on?
I think I was in a lot of, I'm trying to think of shows.
Like you were out of your depth.
There was a few situations that I got in. I got booked on a show early when I was in California. I showed up. I did a show for a show where no other people, it was only the comedians. And we just ran our set. I think there was like one person in the crowd. But there was a headliner there that he was like got booked on the show. But he stuck, like he watched my set. And he thought it was funny. And I was like, okay. And he was like, oh, you perform? Dude, I'm a real fake it till I make it kind of guy. I'm like, yeah, I got it. You know, blah, blah, blah. He books me on an all clean set. All clean show.
Oh, no.
Doesn't tell me that it's an all clean show until I get there.
Oh, no.
Like, it's also crazy to just assume everybody has a clean set. And just to be like, yeah. But then he tells me right before I'm about to go on, he goes, this is a clean show. And I mean squeaky clean. This is church clean. Yeah. And I was like, what? But here's also the thing. I don't know where we're at. The address he gave me is not a venue. It was a cancer treatment center. Oh, no. And he tells me, like, yeah, this is church squeaky clean. And I'm like, because I'm also, I don't know, maybe a year and a half in, maybe. Yeah. I don't have the wherewithal to just be like, well, I don't have that. I can do maybe 5. Yeah. Because, I mean, right now, if someone told me church clean, I could probably shoestring maybe 15. Maybe. But I also would pad in a lot of clean crowd work. Like, I would be doing balloon animals. I'd be taking requests. I'd be doing whatever I could. But I went up there, and it was a nightmare because I was so nervous that I knew at some point, it almost was like there's a werewolf somewhere in this room, and it's going to get me. And I just don't know when, because I knew I didn't have the full time. So at some point, the Pied Piper was going to show up and be like... It was just going to fall. The Grim Reaper was going to be there holding his thing, and I'm just like, I don't know if it's going to be 4 minutes. I don't know if it's going to be 6. But what kept happening is I would start a joke, like whatever I had, and then I would realize, oh, this next sentence I can't even say. So now I don't know how to hop the stone to the next one after it. Oh, fuck. And then I won't. So I was just belling on stuff immediately. I had a joke that I started saying that has, I mean, I was pretty much an open micer. It has a cancer joke in it where, what did I say? The joke was how guys always say we're pregnant. Yeah. Which I still have a tag that I use like that, but like the joke I was saying was, yeah, we're pregnant, because no one says the opposite. No one says we got cancer. No, only one of you is going to be dating again in 6 months. Did you? I started saying it, but then I stopped. They would have loved it, dude. They would have loved it. That's the thing. They probably would have, because we're acknowledging the elephant in the room. Yeah. But I didn't say it. Instead, I just swallowed a grenade inside and stood there and then started sweating. Fuck. That was probably one of the biggest. Just those situations. I hosted another show with he used to be a huge name in the 80s. Same comic booked me on that show where I was hosting. The guy gave me so many credits right before I went on stage.
Fake credits?
No, like real ones.
Oh, okay.
But he wanted me to say like 8 things.
For him?
Yeah. He was like, gotcha. You know him from his special on Comedy Central, blah, 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 blah. You know his audio album, blah, 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 that aired in blah, blah, blah. Okay. You know him from his radio show, blah, 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 blah. Like, he literally gave me...
That's too much.
And it was a lot. And then I started panicking because I started fumbling over my words. And I said, you've seen him on the radio, and you've heard him from his Comedy Central special. And then it got to the point where he started walking to the stage, and then I just go, and then I just introduced him.
Was he pissed?
No, he was just like, yeah. But he was fine.
Yeah, dude, that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, it was embarrassing, man. That's the thing with comedy. You get embarrassed all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way around it. You just...
No, it sucks. I don't like being embarrassed, but it is what it is. You just gotta, yeah. It happens constantly. I embarrassed myself last night a little bit.
Did you?
I didn't really. It was just, I just didn't have a connection with anyone in the show except one lady.
Connection with the audience or the
audience? Okay. Yeah, like there was just very tepid. Because I wasn't trying anything other than just jokes. I just kind of went and ripped, and I noticed that it was kind of a cold room anyway. So I was like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna put my foot on the gas and just go as if they're not even here. And one lady's having a great time. Everyone else is just kind of like, just super not impressed.
Damn.
And then I was like, all right, well, I guess.
Was this a hot person crowd?
No, it was all farmers. And then after the show, I walked outside. I saw all of them, and I just I don't know why. It's just because I wanted to feel like it wasn't as bad. I was just like, hey guys, thanks for coming out. They didn't know who I was. They're like, what? Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Was it in Austin?
Yeah, I was at Sunset.
Oh,
it was at
fun.
Sunset. Yeah, which is it was fine.
Yeah.
Other people did, but it just didn't like me, which is fine.
That's so funny.
Yeah, because typically I will address that, and last night I was just like, I don't want to. I want to make this work on just my jokes alone, because I know that I do a lot of crowd work, and it usually works out well, but I am going to LA and kind of seeing the other kind of side of how things work on bigger shows and productions. You need just a set. Mm-hmm. I'm good at tricks.
Yeah.
I'm good at the little tricks, but just straight up jokes, I know that I'll need some work. So but then as soon as I was done, I was like, fuck, I should have just done all the tricks. I should have spun on it, dude. I should have spun on it for him.
Up and down on it, dude. Damn.
I should have just I should have just tricked myself out.
Damn.
But,
Trick Maxon, dude.
Yeah, I could have tricked Max and it would have went great, but
Here's the secret. On showcases, with big industry stuff, everybody does their act. But when everybody gets to a show, in town or they're on the road, everybody's Trick Maxing, dude.
Kind of, yeah.
Even people like Bill Burr and everybody talk about, they're like, yeah, I do tricks. He's literally said, I do tricks when I'm on the road. It's part of the experience in what you're doing.
Yeah, it kind of is, huh?
Don't be too hard on yourself, dude.
I think it was just I'm just annoyed.
Yeah.
That I'm not that I am, but I'm I don't want to become so. I saw a guy.
Tricks for kids?
Yeah, I saw a guy at the mothership, and it was everyone was saying that he was dude, this guy's a Comedy Store legend. He's has to go last on every show because you can't follow him, and he's kind of unknown. And I won't say the guy's name.
I think you told me about this.
Yeah, right, yeah. And it was insane. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't want to be this guy.
Yeah.
Every interaction, it was just hey, what do you do? What's your name? Oh, and then just he probably has done this for 20 years, so he has...
Everything for everything.
Everything for everything. And then it would just be that's done, and then he goes, and he would try to connect it to another group so that it seems natural, so he would be yeah, and I noticed you guys are what's going on with you? Because you got AIDS and you're gay. It would turn into that. It was he was trying to do that, so he would get everybody kind of involved, but then it would just end at some point, and then he would start over. And then just go what do you do? What do you do? And it was an hour and 10 minutes of that, and I was and I think everyone in the audience too eventually was okay, well this is it? It's cool for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was cool for the first 15 to 20 minutes. I think everyone was wow.
Yeah.
It was like a magic trick. And then as soon as the magic trick, if you've seen the magic trick too many times, you're oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was like clockwork how he was doing it. So I'm sure on road gigs more and like that, he probably crushes.
Yeah, and it's also that's the thing is like the mothership I feel like has such educated audience in the sense
For
that
comedy, yeah.
they see it quite a bit. Like people, I think it's corny, but like Andrew Schultz said that like Austin's professional sports team is comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, right, dude. Okay.
All right. Not doing very well this year.
Yeah, this is a rebuilding year for us.
Honestly, yeah. All the best ones are leaving.
Our franchise player Shane Gillis won't even claim that he's part of Austin comedy.
All of the rookies that have
Go
gotten,
Birds,
the
dude.
second year players are moving to New York. We got all our best players are moving.
Yeah, dude. More for us, brother.
Yeah, I
more,
guess
more
so.
meat
The
on the bone
practice
for
squad
us,
guys.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think it's the same everywhere. As Spencer, shout out to Spencer Cavins, dude. He made a good metaphor. I love this saying that you got to be someone who shakes their own tree. Like you got to shake your own tree, dog. You know. And I think some people. I think it's important to have a move for comedy. If you started here, if this was your first move, you got to have a move. You got to just to see what the other side is like. But I also think people who moved here, especially like 2020, 2021, if they started here or brand new, or they just like, you can get a false view on what comedy really is, what stand-up comedy is, because people were getting things here way too early. Yeah. Way too early. And there's a couple of people that were just white hot stars and just had that it factor that they would have got things early no matter what.
Yeah.
Maybe not at this pace because there was almost like something here that could just, SpaceX was here, metaphorically.
Yeah.
Kill Tony, the mothership, that's SpaceX. Some people went there and they put them in a rocket. And they were like, yeah, they would have made it eventually.
Totally.
Cam Patterson, Casey Rocket.
I think would have been better off if it happened later.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
because that rocket ship starts shaking.
I think they could have been bigger stars if it would have happened. Maybe not Casey. I think Casey was ready to go because he had been doing it, and he also was pretty like polished at his thing. But I think Cam for sure could have. Not that he's not doing great, but I also think that he could have been like a bigger player. Like having it more of an Eddie Murphy like effect.
Yeah.
Where he doesn't have to, rely on being in other people's movies or other people's shows. Yeah. I felt like he could have been someone that if he just kept doing it for a long time and got like incredible. Yeah. He's very naturally funny. But I think if he just like had that time period to become like obviously undeniably one of the best stand-ups while being one of the funniest people. Yeah. I think it would have been more beneficial.
Yeah. So here's the question. Here's the clickbait title.
But who knows?
Do you think Cam Patterson would have been better without Kill Tony?
Yeah, I think everybody would have been.
Really?
I think all those guys would have been, yeah. Because if they were actually good enough to get somewhere anyways, they wouldn't need the show.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a rocket. It's SpaceX.
Totally,
in the sense that it can launch you earlier.
I think it's only good for the guys that have been doing it. Honestly, I think it's good for like Adam Ray. I think it was good for some of the guys that like were established comedians that got to be on the show.
Platformed.
Yeah. Those guys, I think, is like Adam Ray was already what Adam Ray was going to be. Yeah. And he's been great, and he's really funny at all that kind of shit. So I think it helped him a lot in a positive way. But I think the young guys, it's like, probably not. It helped them get famous faster, but I don't know, or like a career faster, but I don't know if it made them like, and maybe that's good, like, I don't know. But I think as far as development, probably not.
Yeah. I'm torn on it. I really don't know what would be the best thing. I think someone like Ari Matty, he's amazing.
I think that was another guy that probably was definitely he was more of just a guy that was platformed instead of rocket shipped. Yeah. I think it was like he was anytime you would see him anyways,
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
So
He was at a few shows at the house, the East House,
yeah.
East Austin Comedy when it was a house. He did a few shows, and he was just electric.
Yeah, it was like he felt like something different.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and that's the thing, like someone like Dylan Carlino, that was someone.
Shout out to my boyfriend, dude.
Yeah. Shout out to, honestly, the world's boyfriend.
Every straight male comedian at East Austin Comedy Club.
Yes,
Dylan Carlino is our boyfriend.
He's the
all
best.
Of ours. Yeah.
He was going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have been someone that would have been easily like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
If he got on the rocket ship, it was just because it was going to speed it up the process instead of like rush the process.
Can you imagine if Dylan Carlino was a Kill Tony golden ticket winner?
He would never do it, and that's why I love him.
Well, dude, he would have been. Could you imagine the Wario version of Dylan Carlino that was a Kill Tony golden ticket winner rather than the If I Was a Girl Dylan Carlino? Like evil Godzilla and Godzilla Valiant, like two gay Godzillas.
But he's in a better spot than all those Kill Tony guys. Yeah, because he's on his own. Like he stands.
He shook his own tree.
He shook his own tree.
Yeah, he's shaking a lot of trees out there, dude.
He shakes his own tree a lot.
Yeah, dude.
He can stand like on his own.
Yeah.
As an individual brand, as opposed to having to be connected.
And that's what you want.
Yeah, because I feel like the rest of the guys, it's tough, man. It's tough having to constantly be a part of that, which, I don't know if they like that or not, but I think long term it'll be tough, for your whole career to be dependent on another person's show. I think if you look through, like, I kind of think about it in the same way of the Howard Stern. Like all those characters and everyone that was on his, like the Whack Pack people that were on his show, they never found any ground anywhere else.
Right.
It was they had to go through him. Because that was how it made it all make sense and made it funny, and they just related it to Howard Stern too much.
Yeah, that's the thing is I think that Kill Tony can launch you in a sense if you shake your own trees and if you're willing to hustle and to do it. But I think some people get things and then they don't have the foundational thing of it to do something off of it. But in the way I'm talking about it right now, it might seem silly for me to be even just like being like, oh, those, but no, totally. Because I'm not where I'm going to be. You're not where you're going to be. Yeah. But I'm talking about in like 20 years. I'll probably be dead.
Yeah.
I'll probably be dead.
20 years, you'll be dead.
Yeah,
I'll be 16. Yeah, I'm aging backwards.
I told Daylin before the podcast that, dude, if we could have met 20 years ago, things would have been so different, dude. We'd have been a great team. I would have been 17 and he would have been 6 years old.
Just genuinely the weirdest hang possible. A 6-year-old and a 17-year-old couldn't have anything less in common. Like human to human.
Yeah.
There's no one else that I could imagine hanging out less than a 6-year-old and a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
As not related, just friends.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, unless we played Fortnite or something, dude. That's the only way people are crossing over.
There's a crossover there.
But it wasn't even around 20 years ago. So
are 6-year-olds really dogging out on Fortnite though?
I think they are.
Is that real?
I think there's a lot of absent parents that just give an iPad to their kid.
But
and they just
how
are
can
going
you
nuts.
be good at that at 6? I was trash at video games when I was 6.
These next models coming up, dude, they're built different when it comes to technology.
That's true.
They're locked in, and it's not a good thing. They're locked in.
I wonder if there's any 6-year-old streamers.
Oh, for sure. There's parents pimping out their kids for brand deals.
Those are bad.
That's the most insane.
Big Justice, and what's his name? What's
the Glazer or the Rizzler?
Dad's name?
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's like
the Glazer. I don't know. The Rizzler. Dude, you don't want to meet the Glazer, dude. That kid.
He's 10 years old, Evan.
What's his name? The
Rizzler.
The
Rizzler, dude. I wonder how old he was. How old was the Rizzler? Was he 7? I think he was 7.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
But honestly, he might have. He's kind of the coolest kid ever. He was 8, dude. He was 8 years old when he was on national TV at 8. And like, it's kind of like I guess it's kind of like a child star.
100%. We learned nothing from what happened with child stars. I don't know, man. It's insane. I truly think social media and phones and everything, I feel like you should have to be 18 before you make a profile online. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to have your kids in content online.
Yeah, I would say so. It's unfortunate that, like, because, you know, I think your parents should force that upon you, but we may have to put this into legislation to save these kids from themselves.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what's fucked up is the parents are basically being pageant parents.
Oh my god!
And are just
I
making
didn't even think about that.
I had a bit about it. I never really fleshed it out, but how I wanted my daughter to be anything she wanted to be as long as we can monetize it. Like, just as long as we can film it, it'll be fine. Yeah. But
as long as we can put it on YouTube and it gets good algorithm.
Yeah, but I was looking up accounts because I would come across like little like 7-year-old boxers, and it's like account managed by dad. Yeah. And then the videos
boxers like kids boxing each other?
Yeah, like punching. And this dad would film his kid beating the shit out of other kids in their backyard. And then like writing captions and being like, this will help build his character. And then I was like thinking about it. And then there was other kids commenting on the kid's account that was managed by another dad. And the kid was like, I'm 40 pounds. I'll beat the shit out of you. And then this other kid would respond and be like, I'm 65 pounds. I'll beat the shit out of you. And I'm just like, but it's just two dads megazording out through their kid's avatar. Like
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is the weirdest world. Because that's also the weird thing is like, for loser dads, their kid's Instagram account is like a second chance at life.
It really is. That kid is their second chance.
Yeah.
And it really fucking sucks.
And they're inside of them like remember the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when they would get inside a Megazord and control them? That's what they're doing with their kid's Instagram account.
Yeah, that's what the fucking that AJ guy is.
Who's AJ?
That's Big Justice's dad.
Oh, really?
I want to kill myself that I know all this, but
that's insane, dude.
I know all this off dome too.
Dude, that's why I need you in the pod, because you're my connection to this world, dude.
I'm usually, and you know what's funny? I'm not that great at it.
Really?
So like the fact that I'm your connection to that.
Whoa.
We should really get my little sister in here. She's a dog, dude.
The blind, leading the blind.
She taught me so much of because she's in high school. She's junior right now, bro. Yeah. They have the lingo that they use.
What are they saying? What news do you bring from the outside world?
So there's a lot of like
are they maxing? Or are they like past maxing?
They're kind of like maxing is not used in like a real way. They're not like, dude, you're like boring maxing. They'll use it uber ironically. Yeah. They all have this weird shade of like characterism. That when you're talking to them, they're always doing a bit on you. Dude, her friends came in one day when I was like at home and I was like working on my computer, and just listening to them, they're all so smart.
Really?
They're so smart and know how to just fucking get you.
Damn.
Teenagers are genuinely the scariest people on the planet as far as like harming me emotionally.
Well, that's what's scary is because they can run circles around. Like you,
yes.
Being younger is the biggest flex you can have on someone.
So sick.
But you almost have to just lean full into, I don't give a fuck about being cool.
Yeah.
The second you try to be cool in front of a teenager or hold on to any kind of coolness, they win times affinity. There's no coming back from it. If you try to be cool and then they don't respond at all, and there's like, grown man, by the way. That's the most hurtful thing they could ever say to you.
She hit me with that so many times.
Grown man, by the way?
Yes.
Oh.
And it hurts. Oh, it hurts.
Because it's true. Because you took a chance.
It is. Like, grown man, by the way. Dude. Yeah, they're back on bullying like heavy. They bully
nature's healing.
Heavy, dude. It's honestly, yeah, it's pretty good. And like she cooked my ass for real.
Damn, dude. On God?
On God, for real, she cooked my ass like many times when we were at dinner.
Wow.
And it was like she could turn it on and turn it off whenever.
You're scared.
I was terrified.
You're falling for feints?
I fucking for real was like trying to play with it, and I'm doing the lingo right. You know, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just learned these fucking terms. I don't know how to spar with this master.
Yeah. She can drag you into deep waters and you're gonna get lost.
I just start saying something nice about her or something. She's like, bro, stop glazing.
Oh.
Like, no.
That's the worst.
No, dude. Chud. Something about being a chud.
Oh.
And apparently a chud is just like, you know, ugly, fat.
Oh.
You're a chud, dude. You're a chud.
Chud maxing.
Chud maxing. There's like a huzz, which is I still.
It's got the huzz. Is that like Riz?
Huzz is like your like someone that you like, I guess. It's like someone that it's like, oh, like that's the huzz.
Like husband?
I don't really know the etymology of it, if I'm being honest.
Is it almost like our version of bae?
I believe so.
That's bae.
I buzz. It is that. And then you can be a chuz. Which is like if you got like a crush on a girl, right? Like you got a huzz, and low key she's busted. Low key she's cooked. I can be like, bro, honestly she's kind of a chuz.
Damn. What's
like,
crazy?
Dude, Evan's chuz is here.
Dude, what's crazy?
It's fun now I'm using it.
Yeah.
I'm getting more into I like it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It's almost like a weird thing because you can almost understand it if they're talking. It's like the way that Spanish, like people who speak Spanish can understand Portuguese.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like I can kind of...
You can catch on.
Yeah, you can catch on to it.
You can catch a couple
Yeah.
phrases and things that you're like, okay, there's a root there that I recognize.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it is. They're definitely... There's like, caught that ref. If you know, it would be like in our days, you would be giving out like a sick movie quote of a funny movie.
Caught that ref.
And then if you're like, bro, caught that ref, sick ref. You know?
If you just say caught that ref.
Caught that ref. But you have to do this because it's about like a bald eagle that caught a baseball in a meme. I don't know, Evan.
Okay, that's crazy.
I don't know. It's deep.
That's
deep.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, dude.
It's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
How do we fight back? Because this is the thing: is like, is it just this is life?
They'll never own a home.
Yeah,
so we have that.
You kind of just gotta, yeah. Tell me about the Constitution, like you know.
Tell me about the Constitution. They won't have drinkable water in their 50s.
Yeah.
So really, they're just
This is all they got.
This is all they got.
Yeah.
And low key, but high key.
Yeah.
They're gonna get like skin cancer at 35 because there's no ozone layer. Like we've done our part.
Yeah.
We've done.
They might be roasting you, but you're like, I'm gonna tag you back.
We just lived
Life
in
is
the
gonna
right
get you.
time period to be like adults before like maybe shit does actually go about like wrong.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't.
Yeah.
Maybe it goes well. But if there is a time that it's going to go bad, it's when they are in charge.
Yeah.
So
I hope on my deathbed, I just see like a tidal wave coming in. And I'm just like, I drift away like the turtle from Kung Fu Panda.
yeah,
Right before.
right
before the Terminators are just like,
you just
yeah.
with a little smirk.
Yeah.
I
won.
I would love that.
I'm gonna go like this to your sister. I'm gonna go, grown man, by the way. And just die out.
Oh my God, you're dying, fucking grown man. By the way, yeah, it's really tough. We gotta. Honestly, I feel like more of a paladin for adults lately.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm out there fighting for adulthood.
Really? Against the youth?
Not even youth, against adult children. I'm so tired of just the not trying in life, the giving up.
Are you seeing a lot of that?
A lot of it.
What age group are we talking about here?
Like 22 to 30s.
Yeah.
In like early 30s, where it's like oh, you guys are just trying to be kids still. You don't want kids. You don't want to have like, family. You don't care about anything. You just want to like ride in Waymos and not care about anything. You don't care about ownership of your actual like digital property or anything. That's one that I've been getting into.
Yeah.
Is trying to buy a bunch of actual digital like copies of DVDs and like like movies and CDs and stuff, and putting it in a separate place. Because dude, if you fucking buy something on Amazon, like I've purchased movies on Amazon, thought they were mine forever. They revoke them.
Really?
Whenever they want. There's movies that I bought like 4 years ago that I don't own anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're just licensing it for a bit.
You just paid to buy the license for it until they don't have it.
That's what's kind of different about like Kindle books and everything that I think about. Is sometimes you can get the Kindle for like $12.99, and then the hardback is like $14.99.
Yeah.
And then I go, I kind of want to buy the hardback just because I have it forever.
Yes. Yeah. There's so much shit that like you actually are is not really yours. And this is like one of my old guy feelings that I have and beliefs that if I can't stand that. I can't stand trying to buy something and I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
I'm renting it.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Just a duplicate copy that they can just completely monetize over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, so I'm just a fucking schmuck. I'm just a dumb loser.
Why do you think people are trying to not, like, why do you think there's this urge, people from like 20 to like early 30s, that they don't want to grow up?
I don't know, man.
And it could be...
Maybe they had a good childhood.
Well, it almost seems like I think there's both, because you see people that had really bad childhoods that they don't want to grow up. Or they're having their childhood in their 25 to 30s because they never had a childhood.
Very possible.
Michael Jackson was always a weird case where he liked to be around kids. But because they say that his childhood was robbed.
Right.
And well, we're in dicey territory here. But there's also a lot going on that he was actually protecting a lot of kids. There's this weird conspiracy going around now that he was actually a good guy that kept kids away from actually Epstein's Island. What's the Macaulay Culkin has talked about it, that Michael Jackson protected him in situations. That was like
interesting.
Yeah, and that there was, and he.
So good pedophile with a kid.
The enemy of my enemy.
Beats a bad pedophile with a kid.
Well, there's also weird connections to the people who accused him.
Okay.
To where it was all just a way to completely destroy his reputation.
Yeah.
And they think that he was medically euthanized because he owned a shit ton of the value of his estate. Yeah, like, he owned the Beatles. Yeah. It was like sick move.
Beatles shit.
Yeah, the Beatles.
That's insane.
But there was a lot of stuff where they were like, "Oh, this guy is actually a problem."
Yeah, because he was. Yeah, I guess so.
But I really don't. I haven't looked into it enough to really have a strong opinion about this.
Maybe he was very good with the kids, and was like saw himself more as a child and gained these friendships.
Yeah.
Maybe he fell in love with a couple of them.
Okay, man.
Maybe both things could be true. Maybe he did save.
You were never playing recess and you fell like, oh, I fell in love with this girl, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying maybe he actually was technically a boy inside. Yeah. But unfortunately, your biological body is not.
Yeah, dude.
So who knows?
There's probably some kid on player.
He could have been a decent guy.
Grown man, by the way. Right around Neverland on a choo-choo train.
These fucking new Gen Alpha kids, they would not be getting pedophile.
Dude, just roasted.
They would annihilate his fucking ass. Are you kidding me?
Ugh.
His chud ass, dude. He would be cooked, fam.
Damn.
Chat, he would be cooked.
Well, Daylin, I think we did it. I think we did the most comedy focused heavy episode.
Yeah.
We'll just delete it. We won't even put this out, dude. Daylin, thank you for being here.
Yes, dude.
You're the man.
Thanks
I'm
for
glad
having
you're
me.
okay. We'll touch on it. Daylin showed up with the reddest eyes I've ever seen
you can
in my
see
life.
it in
We
your-
still don't know if he has Hantavirus. Okay?
Yeah.
By the way, I did a show for comedians, and I said, is there any topics? And they said, Hantavirus. And I said, Hantavirus reminds me of a virus I got in college that I'm still being haunted by. Nothing, dude. I feel like just that wordplay was enough to get something. And I said, all right.
That was real like rappy. Hantavirus reminds me of a virus I was haunted by, you know?
Yeah.
That felt like more of a bar.
Girl, man bar up, by the way.
Man bar, by the way.
But yeah, we don't know if Daylin has Hantavirus. He has something. And tune in next week.
Something is fucked up with my eyes. I may be going blind.
He has the reddest eyes. He shows up here like 28
Yeah.
days later, and
I had a zombified look to me.
he doesn't have pink eye, allegedly.
Don't have pink eye. I don't, dude. I'm almost
No
more freaked
fever
out about it.
that you
It
don't have.
freaks me out more that it's like, and this is how like hypochondria really works on you. Do I have something that no one else has had?
No.
Do I have something that they don't have tests for?
That means they're going to name it after you, though.
That would be such a trash disease. Oh, I got Daylin. That sucks.
Daylin
Oh, dude,
Mendoca.
I got Daylin virus.
Daylin Mendoca, dude.
That would suck. That's like not a good one.
What if
I
it's
got
like,
Lou Gehrig's. That sounds cool.
what if you got Daylin conjunctivitis?
Just Daylin just doesn't sound intimidating. It doesn't.
What, do you
feel
want
like
to
it's
die from this thing?
I would rather it be like a fuck. You
Yeah.
can't believe that guy survived that.
Do you want,
Guy's a
want,
beast.
okay, so let's say you do have the first disease ever. This is the first, whatever you got, it's the first of its kind.
Yeah.
Do you want it to just be a mild thing, you have red eyes and it does nothing, or do you want to have a high mortality rate?
I want a high mortality rate.
And
I don't
you're-
want to just
you're
be
willing
a
to
guy
die-
that's like, oh, he has Daylin condition in his eyes, and it's like, yeah, you just have red eyes. Fuck that.
So
Fuck
you're
that.
ready to die for this?
I know. I would ideally love to survive it
Okay.
if I have the disease and it's a one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
I would like, you know, a chance that, like, people getting behind me being like, man, I can't believe he survived that. That's so cool.
You want 5K?
I would love to be alone. Fuck yeah, let's do a 10K.
Okay. So a Daylin 5K, 10K.
A 10K.
You get a ribbon if you survive. Like, you know, they have the little ribbons.
I would like like if I'm gonna be sick to that point, I want a little bit of like, you know, the cool part of it.
Yeah.
I want the sympathy.
Yeah. A 10K, a little ribbon, little red ribbon,
I
because
would
you got red
yeah.
eyes.
I mean, right? Am I crazy? I feel like that's
It's your disease. It can be whatever you
That's
want.
what I mean. That's what I'm like. If I'm gonna be a sole host for my disease, I don't want it to just be like a mild thing.
Yeah.
I would like some sort of movement behind it, and I can be like the spokesperson, but like I'm low key about it.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I want?
I'm low key about my own disease.
Girl,
I'm like,
by the way.
I don't even worry about it.
If I have a disease and name it after me, I want the only symptom to be that you're rock hard for like 7 days straight.
God, that would be fucking horrible. 7 days?
But it's a fun rock
Ev-
hard.
the-
Like it's a torch. Like flame on, and you can just.
Oh, it's
It's a superpower.
It's in command? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, sure. I want the fucking
Yeah,
X gene
if I
that you
can
have.
make-
You're an X-Men.
Yeah. Like I
That's
want people to call their significant other, or even just a squad of people that they're
Yeah.
interested in, and just be like, "Hey, big news! I got Evanitis.
Yeah.
Clear your
I
schedule
got
for the
the
next set."
E-gene.
Yeah, yeah. E-gene sounds sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they just walk in and they go, "Look, it's been like this for 6 hours so far."
Oh my God, you're like that Evan guy.
Yeah, and they go, "Oh my God, is that Evanitis? You got it?
Evanitis.
You got the E-gene?"
Dude, you got the E-gene?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean that. Like, okay, all right. Well,
No, you already picked it. You
No,
wanted this.
well, I didn't know
you
that
wanted
was-
your disease to be red eyes.
I didn't know that was the case. I didn't know we
Well-
could do all that.
It's life. You can make up whatever you want.
Well, fuck. Now I'm just like,
What would your disease be if it wasn't your red eyes that you
Wasn't
picked?
my red eyes.
Remember 7-day erections already taken.
I don't know. Probably a broken heart.
A broken heart?
Probably a broken heart.
There'd be a lot of people misdiagnosed though, because people would be like, I think I
The
have
lover boy disease.
Daylin's disease,
The lover boy.
the DD.
Yeah.
No, you can't call yourself something cool like lover boy.
No, that's what I want. You said it's my disease. You gave yourself Evanitis.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
dude, but
lover
you're not
boy.
commonly known as lover
Dude,
boy.
you got fucking lover boy. That's bad. Lover boy syndrome. Fuck.
Lover boy syndrome.
Lover boy syndrome. That's bad.
What is the side effect?
Chest pain.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Chest
yeah.
pain. Kind of on the nose a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Chest pain. Maybe red eyes.
So people know when they see you.
Because,
They go, "Oh my
like I
gosh."
said earlier, I Sith Lord eyes.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I'm kind of going into the depths of my darkness. You
Yeah.
know, where they're kind of orange too. They're starting to, the whites are red and then turning orange.
Yeah.
Because girls like badass guys like that.
Yeah.
So it actually might help.
Wow.
Yeah, or not, or girls don't like that kind of guy, which has been, I guess, cool for them. Lame.
Yeah.
But yeah, lover boy syndrome. That'd be sick.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Evanitis, hardcore erections for 7 days, and
Kind of the opposite.
lover
of
boy. Yeah, dude.
kind of fucked.
What if Evanitis is the cure for lover boy disease, dude?
It might be. It might
They
be.
prescribe you Evanitis, dude.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this. If you're still listening, check out Daylin Mendoca on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
It's Daylin Mendoca, but I don't do anything on it. So.
Hashtag loverboy, dude.
Yeah, I'm still off the G pretty much.
Oh, hell
IG.
yeah. Lip service every Thursday.
Lip service every Thursday.
East Austin Comedy
East
Club.
Austin Comedy Club.
And
then, yeah. Dropping a new disease.
hell yeah, dude.
2027.
Thank you.
Early 27.
Daywalkers every Friday, 6 p.m. at East Austin Comedy Club. And go to my website for some new headline dates coming up in the next month. Mwah.